What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, one thing that I wanted to cover here, which I didn't do as much in the original kind of breakdown and thoughts on the SPS staking rewards, was the fact that the formula for this, so the SPS staking requirement in a sense, right, or the SPS staking multiplier that you get, doesn't just affect your SPS earnings. It affects your reward share earnings. And that in and of itself has many secondary implications and downstream effects. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so obviously, however much SPS that you earn is going to be determined by how much SPS you have staked, but also the amount of R shares, meaning the amount of reward chests that you get, is also going to be affected. So when we look at the fact that SPS, the SPS earnings for me in Diamond have gone up 2 to 3 times, which means that they've gone down, inversely proportional that much across the board for many other accounts in the aggregate in order for me to be getting that much. And I'm playing in Diamond 1, right? So but my point with this is, well, all of the low-level accounts or all the farming accounts, and even at the high levels, the farming accounts, or however you want to put it, they'll be earning less reward shares, meaning that, one, we're going to see less reward cards printed, right? Soulbound reward cards. So that should hopefully slow things down actually significantly for a period of time, because people are no longer getting the default 10x multiplier they were getting before. It could also mean more SPS in reward chests, which I don't know, that's always like a jackpot kind of situation anyway. But when you think about the fact that there's going to be less reward chests available, the same amount of SPS needs to go out every season, right? Or every day, however it's done. And so therefore, if the, if the overall pool starts to increase, just the baseline might increase slightly, or the average baseline, I should say, might increase slightly based on the amount of SPS, or sorry, the lack of reward chests that are being claimed and opened. So you think about those two things, and it adds even more value across the board. It's not just how much you're earning from every single win that you get, but now it's like, well, if you're also able to earn the same amount of reward chests, well, then boom, that's, then you're in a good spot, just from the simple fact that everybody else is going slightly slower than you, if you get what I'm saying. Now, if you're in a position where you're not earning as much, I empathize with that. I understand it's difficult. There's a lot of people who are not happy about this change. Again, I just maintain that it's something that was in the white paper for a very long time. This is not a surprise in the sense that it was implemented. Is it a bit of a surprise that it was implemented now rather than after land? Sure, but it's still late if you think about it. It's still late in the absolute sense. We were expecting this, or this was put in the white paper a couple of years ago. I'm wondering now why it wasn't put in or enacted earlier, but I guess combined with the rest of the economy changes, with the card leveling, with ranked rewards update last year, all that I guess needed to come first. And again, I'm not going to sit here and like armchair quarterback where the team is at. I'm sure I do that enough, but my point is I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that for the purposes of this video. It's here now. And whether you think it's late, whether you think it's on time, whether you think that it shouldn't be there, the fact is that it is here. It is a new reality that we have to deal with. And ultimately, I think it's going to help for a lot of those farming accounts to be reduced significantly in terms of their overall rewards. So we've already talked about the benefits of SPS. We're seeing SPS go up in value simply because people need it now. So less people or more people are not selling it. More people are buying it, right? And we're seeing a very positive interaction there with the price action. I would actually argue now that in a way, it's going to make soulbound reward cards a little bit scarcer. Now, I don't know what the full implications of this are, and we'll have to see if we can do some kind of manual tracking of a before versus after when it comes to print rate for the soulbound reward cards. If I'm able to track that manually, then I will. If not, then we'll wait for the team to provide some things for us. But if we do start to see a massive slowdown, well, all of a sudden, these soulbound reward cards could become very, very valuable, very scarce, and only the people playing with the right amount of SPS in the league that they're trying to get in are going to be able to, take full advantage of this. So ultimately, this is a really positive thing. Again, you could probably tell my tone has become much more bullish now. I've become much more bullish about crypto in general, for people who are wondering, mainly because we're seeing so much institutional adoption for Bitcoin happening right now. So I'm very excited to see where that leads over the next maybe 10 or so months until the next Bitcoin halving. But anytime there's positive news for Bitcoin, I do believe that ends up having downstream positive effects for crypto. So we're starting to see that for Bitcoin, which is why I'm super cheery and super upbeat. But at the same time, we're starting to see awesome things put into place for Splinterlands, with hopefully more to come around the corner. Tower Defense, Land 1.5, promo set, even, who knows? Maybe the movie studio is going to be something awesome that none of us really expect. Who knows? But I'm just saying, there's a lot of really interesting things that are in the works or on their way. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How has this been affecting you? I know, there's, and feel free to throw the salt if you need to, or if you need to vent in the comments. I'm happy to jump in and try to explain things if you have any questions. But yeah, ultimately, I think the game is moving in a better direction now. And this is going to be something that really, really helps not just SPS, but the reward card printing, which we saw, at least for commons, look like it was going to be out of control before a full year of printing. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.